Right now, the Middle East is on fire. Israel and Iran, two powerful nations that have never officially declared formal war, are currently locked in the most serious military confrontation in decades. Missiles are flying, cities are bracing, and world leaders are calling this one of the most dangerous crises in recent history. But how did we get here, and why are they fighting today? Let's break it down. The tension between Iran and Israel didn't begin yesterday. It stretches back over 40 years. After the 1979 Islamic Revolution in Iran, the country shifted from friendly ties with Israel to ideological opposition. Tehran's leadership embraced an anti-Israel stance and supported groups opposed to Israel throughout the region. Over decades, this simmering hostility became a core part of Iran's regional strategy. Israel, for its part, sees Iran not just as a political rival, but as an existential threat, especially because of Tehran's ballistic missiles and nuclear ambitions. This background created a slow-burn rivalry, one that until recently had rarely exploded into direct conflict between the two countries' armies. One of the biggest causes of friction has been Iran's nuclear program. Israel and the United States accuse Iran of trying to build nuclear weapons, something Iran denies, claiming it is only pursuing peaceful energy and medical research. But over the last decade, Iran's enrichment of uranium and refusal to fully comply with international inspections heightened fears in Israel that Tehran could quickly be capable of building a bomb. These fears fueled covert actions, diplomatic standoffs, and sanctions, all layered onto the broader rivalry. Negotiations with Western powers have repeatedly stalled, and mistrust deepened. This nuclear question has been the central trigger that moves tensions from diplomatic hostility to open conflict. For most of the early 2000s and 2010s, the Iran-Israel conflict played out indirectly. Iran supported militant groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, and allied militias in Iraq and Syria providing money, weapons, and training. These groups have repeatedly fired rockets at Israel, which responded with military action. Israel also struck Iranian positions inside Syria and Iraq. These proxy engagements kept tensions high, but did not constitute direct warfare between the two nations officially until 2024. In April 2024, Iran launched direct missiles and drones at Israel for the first time, signaling a shift from proxy actions to direct confrontation. This marked a new phase in the rivalry. A year later, in June 2025, Israel responded with a massive air campaign deep into Iranian territory, hitting military and nuclear sites. This 2-day conflict, the first sustained direct exchange, caused significant damage, casualties, and a fragile ceasefire. These exchanges shattered the long-standing indirect conflict pattern and created a new reality where each side was willing to strike the other's homeland. Today's full-blown escalation began with a major coordinated military campaign known as Operation Lion's Roar on the 28th of February 2026. Israel, with reported support from the United States, launched large-scale airstrikes and missile attacks on Iranian military targets, including sites in Tehran and other major cities. Israel described the attack as preemptive, an effort to neutralize what it calls an imminent threat from Iran's nuclear and missile capabilities. In response, Iran fired a barrage of ballistic missiles toward Israel, prompting nationwide air raid sirens and heightened state of alert. This represents a dramatic escalation. For the first time in decades, both Israel and Iran are striking deep into each other's territory with conventional military firepower. There are several reasons this conflict erupted into full war right now. Iran and Western negotiators failed to reach a deal that satisfied all parties on nuclear limits and missile restrictions. Israel's leadership believes it cannot wait for diplomacy if it thinks Iran is close to a nuclear breakout. The United States has openly coordinated and participated in strikes, broadening the conflict scale. These factors combined created a trigger point, pushing the long-standing rivalry into a dangerous new stage. This is now more than a regional war. It's a global flashpoint. Iran sits near critical oil routes. Conflict threatens supply lines and prices. Negotiations aimed at curbing nuclear programs are now overshadowed by bombs, not talks. Allies of both sides could be drawn in, making this crisis potentially broader than the Middle East alone. The Iran-Israel war we see today isn't just about one incident. It's the product of decades of rivalry, mistrust, nuclear fears, and repeated escalations. To understand this conflict, you must see both the long history and the spark that lit the current fire.
Welcome to D-Block. It's not conspiracy, just reality.